How about, for your advantages, what if you spot a stone tower that is still mostly intact? That's just poking up a little bit out of the fog.
Okay.
Which would be a strategic landing point where you are above the fog, not exactly at the manor, but closer than from the outside of the fog.
Smart.
Okay, I like that idea. And then the last advantage can be that we have find a place for her to land that's safe.
Yep, on the stone tower?
On the stone tower.
That's what I was thinking for 2 advantages.
Okay, I like that.
Cool.
Hey, look, guys. There's a little, stone thing over here that we could land on. I wouldn't go on the manor because it looks like it's going to, we'll fall through and die. But this looks sturdy, and we can land on it, and I think it'll be great.
Verity, do you think you can bring it down from that tower?
Yeah, it's small, but I think so.
You can do it because you're amazing.
Thanks. At this point, she's sort of called off that magic wind that she'd been using, and she does that spell again quietly so that it does not echo over the space, where she whistles and creates the marks between her fingers and slowly guides the balloon to this landing spot. And you get above the tower, and she brings it down. The floorboards of where it lands, they are wood, and it creaks a lot when the balloon sets down. I'll flip a story point to, she says,
I think you can get out. You'll be able to walk, but I don't think I can stay here.
Okay, is there a way that you can...
I can stay close.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. Not you neatly touch down, if that's possible. How much fuel do we got for that?
I mean, if we're just hovering in one spot, we're going to be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could just go up.
Yeah, that way if we need to rush back up here, then you're here.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Good luck.
Just plan B, just in case. If not, what do you guys think? Should we have her plan B extract us
at the orchard?
At the orchard?
She got a big balloon that...
I'm just saying, plan B, if we can't get out of here, where would we want her to go in emergency?
Yeah, you're right. It's got to be on a road. You're right. That way it's easy for us just to go. Yeah, let's go orchard. You're right.
Okay. Well, the orchard won't be a road. Yeah. That's what we were saying. It's either the road that goes closer to the paladins and the tracks, or it goes to the orchard, which we know is further away from the paladins. I mean, if they're going to get here, they're going to get here regardless, and we're going to have to deal with things, but...
won't be the
that
first
smoke
time.
Pillar is still on the horizon. They're still coming.
So, yeah, we'll just say the orchard, and that way we can run through the orchard and use it for cover if we need to, or whatever. So we're going to get out. Going to get Breaker. Going to jump out. I'm going to gingerly get out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the boards below your feet creak as you step on them. They don't creak at all when Tullana steps on them.
Of course not.
As she moves her axe, gets her axe in a good grip, you do hear the slightest creak.
I'm going to head towards the stairs, I'm assuming.
Yep, there's a set of stairs that goes down. It looks like they're built from the wall. They are stone.
Oh, good.
Okay, so as they're coming out, I'm going to go ahead and start working my way kind of down the stairs.
Okay. As you head down the stairs, that fog gets a little bit thicker. Getting into the space below where the balloon has landed, you see some shapes in the fog. At least 2.
Oh, look what's here.
Do they look like they're undead shapes?
They look vaguely humanoid. They're just standing there.
Which means that they're undead.
Yeah. I want to cast quietly. Not cloak, but Mask.
You want to make it so that they look away from you as you pass?
I want to hide us. Hide from undead.
So that would be that hard check, and it's a hard check for each of you. Because I don't think you can... No, it was daunting, right? It was 4 purples.
No, it was 3. I know. It was 4.
It's add 3.
So is there...
What's above daunting?
That's impossible.
Yeah. So you can't do it to more than one person at a time. You could do it 3 times though. Or
No,
5 or 6 or however many it takes to actually succeed.
And Tullana could do that too, right? Or is it divine? It's Arcana, right?
It's Arcana only.
Oh, and she's... What is she?
Primal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tullana needs to look at those extra spells to see what kind of primal things she can do.
So as the 3 of you head down into this space, what is Tullana planning on doing?
So she is just taking point to see what she can see, and just kind of getting off the roof so that the planks don't fall through and they die. She's like, there's a stone. I'm gonna stand on the stone. It's gonna feel a little bit more safe.
Mm-hmm.
And so she wants to see down further. Like, what can she see down?
She sees 2 figures. They are in the mist, so a little bit obscured.
How far away?
Not far. They're technically short distance.
Okay.
You could toss something at them and it would probably hit them.
We could toss
All
one
right.
Tullana at them.
Yeah,
No.
it could.
You cannot toss me. I am going to use my primal,
Mhm.
and I'm going to summon a creature made out of water, and I want it to be next to them and kind of distract whatever it is that they are, the figures, away from us. So they're going to be an ally. So
Mhm.
I'm going to do an average check then.
So summon an ally far from you would be 3, but if
3.
you want to just make them close to you, that would be average. That would be
And then
2
let them
purples.
run down there.
Yeah. So I'll do that.
Okay.
All right.
2
Whoa.
successes, 3 advantages.
Wow.
Okay.
So you're in this fog, and there isn't really any water on the ground. There might be some snow outside. Where does Tullana get this water?
So, fogs typically are clouds, and clouds have water. So she's going to draw from the cloud,
Cool.
hoping that maybe it'll also dissipate part of the cloud. But she's going to do that to draw from the water from the air and
Okay.
form this silhouette one.
What does it look like?
It's going to look like the thing she hates the most, a beaver.
A silhouette 1 beaver.
A silhouette one beaver, and it's going to run down. She wants it to die. She wants to watch it die. It's going to be fun.
So you summon this thing. Yeah. You pull the water from the clouds around you and start shaping this big beaver, because silhouette 1 is a person size.
Yeah, my
It's-
size.
No, twice as big as you.
It's
Oh,
2
okay.
Tullanas.
Yeah.
2 Tullanas.
2 Tullanas. And this large form is just sort of standing next to you, and it falls forward on its front feet. And you are sending it down.
Yes. Go
Okay.
get them.
It starts waddling down the stairs towards those 2 figures. And as it gets to the bottom, you can see that there's a way out. There's some light coming from a doorway that looks open. You see some burned timbers around. It looks like there was another floor here as well. And as it gets to the bottom of the stairs, that entryway is close to it. And I think it starts moving towards the exit of this place.
Okay.
And the 2 things begin to slowly shamble after it.
Oh. Come on, guys. I think I distracted it.
What?
There was 2 shadowy things down below. And I made something like a big huge beaver that I hate, but it's going to die anyways. So I made out of water, and now they're chasing it. So we can get out safely. Okay, let's go.
That's really good thinking. Really good thinking. Tekoa turns to Rabberto. I was like, you summon things that you love. She summons things she hates. I'm concerned.
I don't know do I really like carrots? Maybe I do
You,
like
you drink carrot
Maybe.
juice? Or is that because it makes little Roberto's big and
Don't
strong?
worry about it. Let's just go.
Oh, right, let's go. So we're going.
And the 3 of you get to the bottom of the stairs. Looking out into the fog, you see distant shapes all just sort of standing there. And you can now hear some splashes off in the distance.
It's doing its thing. I'm so glad.
Is there a how long they last on these guys?
Unfortunately, I think it's like a round.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably
it's
just like
around.
5 minutes.
Unless she
Okay.
like keeps it going, which I don't know what the cost for that is.
I have 3
I believe it is
advantages.
concentration. You do have 3 advantages.
So maybe the 3 advantages could be that it lasts an extra round?
Sure, it's going to last 10 minutes.
Okay. Just let it run around. They can't kill it because it's water.
Well, it can be.
Right, they're just going to... Yeah, it could... They could eventually get rid of all the water.
Yes. But it's,
I think as they're hitting it and splashing it, water is coming off and not going back on.
Yeah.
It's getting slightly smaller as they splash
But it's
it.
probably attacking them at the same time too.
What are the 3 of you going to do?
What are we going to do?
Okay,
Oh,
let's go.
Oh, I could. It's kind of pointless to do since
You can see
there's
them.
so much dead.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why don't you sense for the Necromancer? Oh wait, he's alive.
Because he's alive. There's got to be a spell like that.
Unfortunately, there's not. You could ring your bell.
It's not my bell. Let's
Let's
get that straight. Just because I have it doesn't mean it's mine.
You know what? I keep thinking in my dream, that thing's going to turn around and it's going to be you with that bell.
I don't want that dream to.
I don't want that dream either. Anyways, let's get going. Let's get going.
Let's go.
We're going to where? To the manor house?
Go to the manor.
Okay.
Group stealth check.
No, jeez.
Who's got stealth?
I have stealth. Well, I have 3 green. That's as good as you're going to get from me.
I have 3 green as well.
Hey, that's exactly what I have also.
You have 3 green? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this will
Wow.
make it rather easy.
Okay. So you're rolling 3 green
Uh-huh.
against the most... Okay. Well, it's 2 reds and a purple.
Are we
flip for it?
doing a group check? Yes. Okay.
Group check. So
Who's-
boosts for the group.
Who's rolling?
You're lucky.
Okay. Stealth,
Uh-huh.
I don't really care who.
and
does.
it's
I'm not- I don't
red
wanna
and
do
a purple, you said?
2 reds and a purple.
2 reds and a purple.
And you get 2 boosts because of
2
us.
boosts.
I get 2 boosts. Can I flip a point and upgrade?
Mm-hmm.
it. Mhm.
I'm
And-
drawing my sword. Yeah?
All right.
Yeah?
I can't think of anything else.
You got it. Wow. And the boost did
1 success
nothing.
and 1 threat.
Okay.
We did nothing.
It's all you.
It's all you.
Rab and Tekoa are useless. We did nothing.
That sounds normal.
Yeah.
The 3 of you begin to sneak towards the manor house.
Follow me, you guys. Quiet, Flubber man.
Stop.
Shh, quiet.
From this tower, you easily find that road, which is wide and lined with the remains of burned trees. On either side of it, you see what was probably beautiful gardens at one point.
Mm.
And lurking in the fog in these gardens, there's shapes just standing. Some of them shift once in a while, and you hear the creak of joints. The smell of these things is powerful. There are a lot of things that recently came out of the ground here. The manor looms in front of you. It looks like it was once a very nice place. A pair of curved stairs go up the front to a large door that is broken inward. There are a number of windows. It looks like it has 2 or 3 floors. You can't quite see the far ends of it, but the impression that you get is that it's sort of U-shaped.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys ready for some extreme violence?
Yes, always.
What's that feel like?
Well,
Feels like my axe.
the problem is this. As soon as we start attacking things, more things are going to come. So we need to make sure that what we're attacking is what we need to be attacking. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's 3 of us.
Yes, and there's
3 enter, 3 leave. 3 enter.
Alive.
3 leave.
Alive.
Alive.
Alive. It's important.
You know, just for the record,
Mhm.
all I ever wanted was to be a sword fighter, and my second was just to play at inns and be famous.
Well, you are
just so you know.
famous.
Do you?
And you won't die. You'll get to see your dreams come true. And Flubberman here will be great. He'll help kill those things.
Tullana, I have a name.
Flipperman. It's Flipperman.
Both of you.
Flipper.
I swear.
Okay.
Take that anger and direct it at the undead. Okay?
We're gonna get this Necromancer.
Is he here? Is the question.
Yes. Yes, he is. Let's go.
How do you know he's here?
It's my
How do
gut.
you know he's here? I will flip a story point.
Oh, thanks.
From the inside of this house, you hear music. Somebody is playing the harpsichord beautifully.
To keep. Ooh, interesting. Bet you that's keeping the fog up. So we should go inside and then go up the stairs, right?
Fight fire with fire.
Where water.
You did remember to up. Yes. So what are you thinking?
Sneak in.
All right, as you begin to step through the doors to this house, let's get a vigilance check from everybody.
That I have a
Gosh.
check in. Group or single?
Single.
What's the difficulty?
It won't be bad.
It won't be bad. It's only 5 purples. It's no
it
big
won't be
deal.
bad.
It's
Two
gonna be
two
one
reds and
red.
5
That's all I
purples.
want. I just want the despairs from you guys.
It's 3 purples. There's no reds in there.
Yet. 3 purples? Golly. Okay. All right. Vigilance.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
This is great.
I mean,
He's
well,
like,
look at-
yes,
look at all
look at
those
this
threats.
threat.
6 threats between the 3 of you.
you know, but we got successes in here, so I
You,
think
yeah,
important.
2 of you did.
I'm a musician. I'm a necromancer.
I think Tekoa and Tullana head in first with their weapons drawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And as they enter this space, it is very dark. The fog on the outside is obscuring most of the light that can come in. And even though this place is very damaged and there are holes here and there where there shouldn't be in the walls, there's not much light getting in. Tekoa and Tullana see dead things standing in the corners. They're not moving.
Mm-hmm. Yet.
You see them, and they see you. But they're not moving.
That's not good.
And then the music upstairs stops. You hear a voice. Oh, visitors. Would the 3 of you like to come on up? I have some tea brewing.
Sure. Actually,
But first, can we kill these dead things?
wait.
No.
Don't touch him.
They're your friends.
Please come upstairs.
Okay. Yes. Let's just go upstairs now that
Okay.
put the somewhere.
You see,
I carry my axe. I don't care.
as you move upstairs, you see the remains of hunting trophies on the walls.
Oh, jeez.
So little of them are left
Uh-huh.
after the fire that ravaged this place. And there are swords and rapiers decorating the walls. And the little bit left of a large tapestry and some paintings in what look like they may have been gilded frames at one point. And rounding the corner to the second floor, you spot somebody silhouetted against a circular window that was above the entryway. The harpsichord sits there next to them, along with the ravaged remains of bookshelves and furniture, and there's a small table next to the harpsichord with a framed portrait.
What's the
And he
photo?
says, oh, you can't see it yet. Too far away. Welcome. Please come in.
Hi, what's your
I would
name?
offer you a seat, but As you can see, there isn't much left of them.
Yes.
What's your name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
And you?
Nice to meet you. My name's Tullana.
Nice to meet you, Tullana.
And, why is there no seats left? What did you do to them?
Well, as you can see, this place is burned down.
Did you burn it down?
I did not.
Oh, good, because that would be sad.
Yeah, my name's Tekoa. Nice to meet you.
And you?
And I am Rabberto Conejo III.
Don't tell me your whole name.
He smiles at you. He's a human, very, very pale, with dark hair and very thin face. He begins to walk to the other room. How do you take your tea?
Alive? Sorry, it was a joke.
Sugar and cream if you have it.
With strawberries, if you have them.
I'm afraid I am out of fresh strawberries, and sugar and cream are hard to come by these days, for me.
So, I have a question.
Yes, I can still hear you. He walks into the next room.
I'm gonna kind of follow.
Okay.
Because that's what I do.
Mhm.
And she's gonna be like, so, Nicholas. So are you a necromancer?
I suppose you could say that.
Oh, and why do you make dead things undead? Are you lonely? I can be your friend if you're lonely. You don't need to make undead things undead again. If you're lonely, I can be your friend.
Please allow me to serve the three of you, and then we can have a little chat.
Okay. Well, what are you putting in the drinks? Poison?
It's simply tea.
Oh, okay. I'm very suspicious. I'm sorry.
You would prefer herbal, I take it,
Yes.
rather than black tea? Okay.
Yes.
Caffeine.
Yeah, I'll take caffeine black, please.
He pours the 4 cups of tea, all from the same pot, and puts them on a tray, and begins to move into the other room with the tray. He sets it down on the little table next to the harpsichord, and passes the cups to the three of you.
Okay.
You play really well.
Why, thank you.
Where'd you learn?
He smiles, a sad smile. Perhaps a story for later. I have something to say to you three. I know you were at Vane.
Were you there too?
I was.
Were you trying to kill people? Because that's not nice.
Tullana, can you let
Will
me...
you listen to what I have to say?
Yes.
This world, it stands on a precipice. And the three of you, it seems, have deemed that it is your fate to come after me. I am not the villain you think I am. And Gilder, the whole of Fenrayne, will thank me after all is said and done. There, and he points out the window, and the fog clears a little bit from where he is pointing. You can see the train tracks, and the steam is much, much closer. There, you see your pursuers. Those are your true enemies. They will kill you for what you are, as they will me, without thought and without remorse. And the three of you, who are you to judge? I can see your ties to death as clearly as the tone of my bell. The confluence did not see you. He points a little bit towards Rabberto. But you could be a useful ally for us.
But here's the problem. A necromancer's killed my sister. For no reason.
I am not that necromancer.
But you are the necromancer that killed my sister.
Am I?
Do you have a bell?
I do. You can see it on him. It's on his hip. It's in a leather holster that looks like it actually looks very similar to the one that Rabberto has.
Do you have a mask?
I do.
Can I see it?
He moves over to the harpsichord and picks it up and shows it to you. It looks like it's made of laminated bone.
I look at Tekoa because I don't know what it's supposed to look like.
I don't know what...
It actually looks like a bird's face.
But it's not the one that I see in my dreams that I saw.
It's not.
Okay, so maybe you aren't the necromancer that killed my sister and cursed me. You wouldn't happen to know who that might be, Nicholas, would you?
The Confluence would prefer that I keep that information to myself. The world, as I said, is on the verge of collapse.
But just because it's on the verge of collapse doesn't mean that we need to be rude and kill people.
We are the only thing that's standing in the way between the world as we know it and destruction at the hands of the Fellowship.
And you've mentioned the Confluence twice. Who is the Confluence?
My fellow necromancers. At least the 5 of us who I've been able to find.
What's your end goal? Without flower and language.
Stop the Fellowship.
What is the Fellowship doing that is are they causing this?
He gestures around him. Everything you see here, happened because of the Fellowship. Do you 3 have time for a story?
Rabberto looks out the window towards where that steam was coming. Yes, we do.
We have just as much time as you do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and hey, Rabberto, why don't you let our friends see him?
He's
sleeping.
He's not here right now.
Okay, my point is, you know something about him that might be useful to discuss. Sorry, I'm agitated at the moment. But yes, go ahead. By all means. If you're going to wave me off, I'll shut up and I'll just sit down and drink my tea.
Are you taking Hans out? No. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not.
Yes, of all the people that you could get information from.
This house was my house before the Fellowship of the 7 Rivers came and burned it and the surrounding lands to the ground. Why? I ask myself that question every day. You see, I had made the trek to Gilder to present a paper at the offices of the Grand Institute there, and upon my return, I found my estates burned and my family. He looks down at that portrait on the table. I am a necromancer because they made me a necromancer.
How did they make you a necromancer? Like, how do you become a necromancer if someone makes you? I don't understand that.
They made me a wanted man for reasons that I do not know. So I became what they expected of me. And now...
So why were you after Vane?
We need to build our forces. The people won't listen to us. Mm-hmm. The people love the Fellowship.
But killing people is not going to make other people enduring to your cause. Like, people killed my sister, and she didn't do anything wrong.
They would not let me into their graveyard.
Did you ask?
I did.
So is that why
talked
you...
to the Burgermeister, didn't you?
It's very important, right?
I attempted.
Well,
we attempted to. He's not very nice.
Wait, so...
People don't have positive attitudes towards our kind, he says to Rabberto.
You're kind. Nicholas, I don't think you have an evil heart. I think you're just trying to be very kind and helpful, but I think that you're doing it the wrong way. I don't think killing people is nice.
Nicholas, what have you and the Confluence come to determine is going to happen with the Fellowship of the 7 Rivers?
They are headed north. One of the Confluence has somebody inside the Fellowship, and they have determined that Balthazar is going to unearth something. What it is, we don't know, but there are many myths about what is buried in the north, and whatever it is, it will not be good.
I have another question. We'll be having lots of them. Yeah, what do you know of Balthazar and his practices? I have an acquaintance that lost his head because of him.
He's a ruthless zealot and will do anything to keep the Fellowship in the power that it currently has.
As far as creating menaces where there aren't none?
He does not go out of his way to create menace, but the people under him have the tendency to disappear should they voice any information that he does not deem acceptable.
Well, we can help him disappear.
I highly doubt that, young lady.
How far up does it go? Balthazar's the leader of the Seven Rivers, correct?
He is close. He is part of the Council of Seers. If he had his way, he would be the sole leader of the Fellowship. But he is mostly in control as far as I can tell.
What's going to happen? We're on a precipice. You in the Confluence say that we are. What happens when it falls?
Dangerous days lie ahead. That is as much as any of us know. The Fellowship has gained in power over these past years, and we fear they are going to use it.
But you don't know for sure.
Is that why they're marching north?
We believe so.
To uncover something?
Yes.
How far north?
That I do not know yet. We were planning on intercepting them before they reached the Iron Tower, and any reinforcements they had there.
But you came this way.
I had other plans.
So you march east to break off a portion of the Paladins and take care of them?
While others march west to meet them on the road, south.
And the 5th?
The 5th remains in the north, the Giants' Fields. Should they make it through our attack, he will do what he can.
Mostly just plains up there.
Among other things. Ancient things.
What sort of ancient things are you?
Have you not read the myths of your people?
I wish I had a teacher growing up, but my colony collapsed due to certain people's certain death things creeping in.
I am sorry for that, but the stories tell of dangerous things lying below the earth. It's difficult to know what to believe. The stories of men and gods and powerful weapons and other things beyond our knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are you going to attack me? Shall we get started?
I just think you shouldn't make people dead.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about that at this point.
Stop making people dead.
And you with your axe.
I just make dead things dead again. That's all I do. And then
Only
I hit
dead
wood.
things.
Only dead things. And I hit wood to build things because I'm a builder.
Is a tree not alive? What is the difference?
A tree's sole purpose is to be built and shaped into something new and alive. And a building is alive and it has life in it when people live in it. So cutting wood from a tree and replanting a tree from that tree is not really killing life. It's building more life because you're building a building that eludes more life in it.
I'm sure the Durin, the people with hearts of amber, would disagree with your methods.
I don't kill them.
No, but to them, the trees are their people.
But you kill all living things for your army.
It's a necessity at this point for the protection of this country.
But you're killing things to protect things that are alive, to kill more things. So eventually everything's going to be dead. Then what's there to use? Then what it's used to protect it if everyone's dead?
You are misrepresenting my intentions. I take from graveyards where possible. Did you happen to encounter one of the 3 towns that I passed through on the way here? There were no people in them, and I assume that was your doing. I commend you for that.
No, they were gone before we were able to reach you. We were trying to head you off.
And all the better.
But yes, we did find one that was uprooted with 30 graves.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that is all I need.
If you're just doing graveyard, that's fine. But don't kill other people to get dead things. That's not nice.
But at Vane, you weren't doing that.
Vane was complicated.
Explain it so that it's not complicated, Nicholas, so that my sword doesn't do the talking for us.
I attempted to talk to Vane.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke with the Burgermeister and the head of their guard. They quickly sent me out of town with swords at my heels.
Okay, so because they sent you out of town, you decided to raise them.
It started as an act of self-defense.
Okay.
This is very important. My plan was to get under the town.
Mm-hmm.
Had I been able to get to their graveyard from beneath, they would have simply dropped down and we would have left.
But you sent a bone construct after them.
Wait, where do they keep their dead?
That wasn't being subtle.
They keep their dead in the center of town, near the well.
Tekoa just looks over at Rabberto like, do we really need to know this information? Looks back, he's very agitated right now. So, you don't want to find us. You want to recruit us. Is my understanding this correctly, Nicholas?
If you're willing, Another necromancer at our sides would be helpful.
But I'm not a necromancer. But I go over to him, and I'm going to put my hand on Nicholas. And I'm going to say, I don't think you have an evil heart. I just think that some of your intentions and how you go about doing things to accomplish what is good in your heart is not so good. So if we can stop killing things that are alive and only taking the things that are dead, I'm on your side. Except for the paladins. They can die because they're chasing us.
That's good. I was going to ask if we could make an exception for them.
Well, yeah, they want us dead. So if they want us dead, we should kill them too because I don't want to die. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys. We're going to help. And we're going to have him not kill live things. And we'll have him help us with the paladins. And we can go and we can find the evil guy, Balthazar. And we can all kill him,
Tekoa
too.
gets up and walks off into the other room.
Okay, big flubber guy. Love ya. It'll take a little bit.
So
he's a little prejudiced.
I wrote a villain speech so good that Tullana changed sides.
Yes, apparently.
Great. Awesome.
Mark wins again.
Yep, he knows how to work Tullana.
Told you she's kind of naive.
Nicholas, we're in kind of a bad spot here. There is no perfect way that we're all going to get out of here. That train's coming. And like you said, it's coming for us all.
So, yeah, I guess Tekoa's going to have to come back in the room at this point. He stepped away to cool off for a second.
Nicholas, here's the problem now. If you die here, by our hands, the paladins will just see that it was me who was controlling all these creatures from Vane to here.
That is likely.
If I flee, they're going to keep coming after me.
That is also likely. One thing about a paladin, they are persistent and thick-headed.
And if you let them go, they're going to think you're on the same side. So you don't win, Rabberto. So let's just help him.
I'm sorry, what? No,
Well, I'd rather have him help us kill the paladins because, look, he's got these undead things that can help us. And if they die, well, then they die because they're dead and they just need to be dead again.
You are a fickle little thing, aren't you?
I'm just saying. It will help, right?
Tullana,
what?
not all the paladins need to die because not all of them are as zealous and insane as some of the others.
Just the ones that are trying to kill us. I like Ragnar. Ragadar? The big creature.
Oh, no. You would have to kill
nice.
Ravnik. You would have to kill Ravnik. You would
No,
have to
he's nice.
No, it doesn't matter. He's a paladin. You would have to kill him.
No, I said the ones that are trying to kill us. He's not trying to kill us.
Nope. Did you hear exactly what this man has been saying? All of them deserve to die. That includes Ravnik. There was no caveat to that.
Each side has their own beaver, Tullana, and it's each other.
Yes.
Well, they're not beavers, so...
Well, here's the thing that I'm mad about the whole situation. You're not telling me where the necromancer is that killed my sister and cursed me. So I don't really have a reason to side with you.
I have an idea. Do you know how to get the dead thing out of him?
Without killing me?
I suppose I could.
Because if you did that, that would help out so much.
Yeah.
And it would win him over to not have to want to hurt anyone else. That's,
Would you allow me to examine what you have inside you?
I'm going to speak for him. Yes, he will. Oh.
Rabberto puts a hand on Tullana and says, hold on a sec.
Oh.
Tekoa.
Yes, Rabberto.
You know this has been our priority.
The priority's been to find that necromancer and kill him.
Why? So that you can get...
Tullana! Give us a second.
Thanks for listening to another episode of The Other Place. Liking the show and want more? Be sure to leave us a review wherever you get your podcasts, and stop by our Twitter or Discord to say hello. The Other Place is a production of Nightcast Creative. Visit nightcastcreative.com to find out more about us and the podcasts we make.